Number of homicides in Charlotte just this month. CMPD says we've had 8 homicides in just the last week. We're talking about 8 lives lost here, 8 families grieving a loved one. The crime in Charlotte has people coming together to find solutions to an ever-growing problem.
Mayor Vi Lyles addressed the city's youth in a tweet last night. She said in part, quote, "It's evident that many of your peers are caught in a cycle of crime. We must do more to provide opportunities and instill hope in our young people. Every youth in Charlotte deserves a chance to thrive free from the fear of violence." Mayor Lyles goes on to say she wants to hear from younger people about their ideas on how to address the violence.
Yeah, and as our Ron Lee reports, Charlotte City Councilwoman Brown set up a youth town hall, inviting students from around the area to give them a seat at a table in an effort to make real change.
We've had a deadly week this week.
Councilmember Brown knows the effect gun violence has on young people and wanted to give them a literal seat at the table to talk about the problem. A problem, she says, she worries about.
The future is definitely our youth, but are we going to have any with the level of violence that we have?
Charlotte has seen a dramatic increase in gun-related fatalities through the first 3 months of 2024 alone.
This year, we have 27 so far.
One of those was Jacelyn Horn, a young woman who was shot to death in a workplace incident, allegedly by one of her co-workers. As a tribute for her loss, a moment of silence and holding up one of the last pictures taken of the young mother.
We're here to talk to our youth about gun violence.
Mecklenburg County Sheriff Gary McFadden was also there to lend his support in search for answers.
The youth are going to come and they're going to tell us what they face in school, what they face at home.
And just about every seat was filled with people concerned that the problem has gotten out of control.
People out here, moms crying, too many mothers crying, they don't need to go through that.
The young adults took to the council dais to plead for change and to let those here know that they're ready to step up and when it comes time for them to lead, try to end the seemingly never-ending problem. Some wrestled with the fear of being in class the next time tragedy falls on another school.
There's a nagging fear in the back of my mind, an unsettling notion that today might be the day.
Many here feel that turning the tide of gun violence, while hard, is still within reach.
This is about rehabilitation. This situation has become dire.
But as solutions were sought, something happened that no one expected. Word of another fatal shooting in West Charlotte.
We are experiencing a homicide as we speak.
Does that not alarm us? Are we not going to make change anymore?
From Charlotte City Council, I'm Ron Lee. WBTV, on your side.